Chris.
And we are Geek Chic Promotions. That's
She's
right.
always so excited whenever
I'm so excited.
Yay!
Well, honestly, it's because it works. Like, everybody knows that we have a lot of problems,
very
especially in the
funny.
first year, with, like, everything
Like,
actually
I always,
working.
Like, I actually try my best to be like that person sitting next to you that's like,
Yeah, it's
because
like,
you're like, yay!
yay, guys, woo!
I'm Chris.
Well, also, every time we do a thumbnail for this, like, her face is so cute and normal and, like, just totally fine. I'm always like, like,
That's
just
because when it starts, you're like, yay! That's why
But
it
for
takes
the whole
the picture.
video.
It takes
For the whole video, though? Oh, no, it's frozen on my end. Hold on, let me...
Uh-oh.
But I think I see... Oh, Rod's here. Sup, buddy? All right, there we go. All right, I'm going to share this about, but first of all,
Reface.
Ruface, yes, it's true. I make all of the faces, and they're very strange. Sorry. All right, love you all. Cheers. Cheers to you. I did no maple syrup in mine, and
Holy shit, really?
oh, I miss it. I like it. So,
All right.
Today's Nerd Rage, we have so much to talk about. Actually, most of it's raves, pretty much. There's only the one, which as soon as Chris last night posted that she was gonna go see the new Hellboy reboot, I'm like, let's see what she thinks. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen nothing but not good reviews.
We haven't discussed anything, though.
Yeah, we haven't.
So, yeah, we're... Like, I think she started questioning me when you came in.
And it was like, no, save it.
Save it.
Because we're doing it live.
So, my thoughts on Hellboy. Okay, so, important to note that when I went in, I had no expectations. So, it was basically like, yeah, I want to see this. I like Hellboy.
Yeah.
And I like David Harbour, so there you go. And the person I went with did not want to see it.
Who could that possibly be?
Anyway, by the end of the movie, and there's going to be no spoilers here, by the way.
Yeah, so Rod even says, Hellboy left me with a lot of questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So by the end of
And
the
hi,
movie...
George. How you doing?
Like, my feelings on it were... yeah, I had a lot of questions, and then the other person's feelings were, hey, that wasn't as bad as I thought. So...
You know, that really does go to show, like, when you walk into a movie, because, like, there's been several times I've walked in a movie with, like, dirt expectations. I'm ready to hate this movie. And I'm like,
It wasn't bad.
it happened.
Here's the thing with that. Okay, so first of all, David Harbour was a really good Hellboy, I thought. I think for someone who had to follow Ron Perlman, he did an okay job.
Not,
he really
that's not
did.
easy shoes to
It's
fill.
not easy
for
shoes
sure.
to fill. So yeah, I applaud David Harbour a whole bunch because I thought he had the humor. I thought he had.
He
the
does.
voice.
He has that good, like,
He
dry
does.
humor.
He really did, and I really enjoyed him as Hellboy. The plot itself was a little all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. It was very there was obviously a plot line that went through the whole movie, but it was like a lot of interruptions throughout the whole thing, like because they kept doing flashbacks to other things so that they could fill you in so you weren't lost. But to be honest, I really wasn't lost, so I didn't need those flashbacks. And also, they kind of assumed that you read the comic. So it was like a little weird.
That's always interesting to me
So-
because that never happens. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know if they did
never
it intentionally.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it was a little weird. They didn't. I don't think they did flashbacks the way they should have. I mean, because they gave you like the history of like Hellboy and stuff like that, which okay, fine, like, you know, they don't have to do an origin after this. We know the origin. But also, by the way, I really liked Ian McShane. He's really great. But it was really gross. It was pretty graphic, and a lot of the times I actually had to look away because I was just like, that is really, really
Too much.
gross.
Too
It
far.
was too much, too far. And if anybody's who's watching has seen the movie.
So Rod says it was kind of fun though, like if you wore headphones to the theater and listened to Iron Maiden throughout, it'd be a kick-ass extended music
Absolutely.
video.
Like, it was fun. It was super fun. It had a lot of humor. The action scenes were great.
Yeah.
Had absolutely no issues with any of that. It was just, like, you know, like, I'm not going to spoil anything, but, like, there's a couple fight scenes in there, obviously. It's Hellboy, okay?
Yeah.
And he really tears through them. It's, like, literally tears through them. The scenes are so gross that you're just like, oh my God. Like, and it kind of takes away from, like, the fun aspect and, like,
Yeah.
goes into horror movie territory. And then you're like, what movie is this? Like,
What's
what am I
happening?
watching?
Well, so, and I thought it was interesting that it was rated R, because the first thing that because like, I'm all for more action R movies, like, especially when it comes to in the comic book world, and it's a subject that is like Hellboy, which is a darker thing. But like, after seeing what Guillermo del Toro did and being able to do it so dark and so beautiful without like blood and gore, I was like, I don't think it needs to be R.
It didn't need to be R. Like, honestly, it was very gratuitous in my opinion, and a lot of it was, there was a lot of swearing. Like, right off the bat when you walk in, like in the first 10 minutes, they're swearing, and you're just like, that's not necessary. Like, and I'm a person who swears literally every other word.
I know.
So I am
Funny
not
story
that
about
person.
when we started doing the show. We were trying to figure out if we were gonna curse or we were not, and we literally could not do this show without cursing.
Yes,
so we're like, never mind, we're done. And then
his facial expressions, agree, Rod. I really actually do think it's the strongest part. It was like, it was ridiculous action scenes, but I mean, they weren't bad. It's like not like they were unnecessary. They just took it to a level that it didn't need to be taken to.
Well, and that's what I heard people commenting on, of like, yeah, Ron Perlman's version didn't look as much like the comic book, but he could move his face.
Yeah.
Like, he could emote at all. And so do you feel like this actor was able to emote even with all that like on him?
The looks were, he gave some looks that were just spot on. Like, literally, like there was some, and they're the one-liners, guy. They were awesome.
Yeah,
like, oh, the last one-liner at the end. Wow.
It's so funny because as we're talking, I'm now
corny,
like,
but
now
like
I
they
see
knew
this.
it. Now they knew it. They knew it was corny. It was pretty fun. Oh, the scene, like everybody was seeing this. Like, I'm not spoiling anything by saying this, but the Baba Yaga scene. Like,
I feel when any lore for any supernatural things brings up Baba Yaga,
it's gross.
It's terrifying and disgusting.
By the very nature of Baba Yaga, where you're like, she's an old crone that's deformed. You're like, all right, it's gonna be gross.
So it's funny, George just brought this up too. He's like, you two are selling me on this movie, because like at first I was so sure she's gonna be like, hate it, garbage, burn in hell, like done. And I'm like, I'm kind of on board now.
Wasn't that bad? Like, honestly, no. It seriously was, and there's a button at the end too, guys, which is even funnier. So
I do
like,
love me a good button.
Yeah, it was, it was super fun.
Yeah, George said I had no desire to go to see the theater. I didn't either. And now she's talking about it, I'm like, well, now I want to go.
I mean, if that's the thing you kind of like, then yeah, like, go see it. Like, for me, I thought it was a little too gory.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, is expectations. Because, like, Marcus went into it and be like, fuck this. And, like, and he's like, oh, all right. You know, and I feel like the same thing. If you go into it knowing how gory it's going to be and knowing, like, it's going to be confusing, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that helps.
And it says, was her after credits something hardcore fans would understand? Yes, absolutely.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because again, that is one of the comic books that I have not read, is Hellboy. I just know it from the two movies.
If you've seen the two movies, you're good. Like, if you've seen the other ones, the Ron Perlman ones, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't go over any new territory, by the way.
I have watched those movies so many GD times that, like, do you ever watch a movie so often that you just can't watch it again?
Yes.
Because, like, you know it backwards and forwards. And I'll never forget one time I ever saw Ron Perlman in person. There was a bar out here called, was it Happy Endings?
It was,
no, it wasn't Happy Endings.
No,
it was
not what the name.
No, but there is a bar out here called that, but it's not what you think.
It's not that.
But there was some bar over in Hollywood, and then me and Matt Kelly were going out for, like, we're gonna, like, get crazy drunk after this horrible job we used to work together. And, like, we were trying to figure out which bar, and we literally were driving past it, and we saw Ron Perlman smoking, and we both yelled, and I'm sure the windows were down, we went, Hellboy! And, like, went into the bar. He was
at a bar that Marcus and I were at, too. Just, like, chilling out and having a drink. He was, like, I feel like he's the most approachable person.
But this was also 10 years ago.
Before Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, before all of that, for sure. So, and then Garrett says, hello, Joshua. Hello, Eric. Garrett says, did they make any jokes about the other two films? Did they do any references? No. So it looks like it's like a very clean thing. Rod said, I laughed like a hyena when the scene happened as soon as Hellboy grabbed the sword for the first time. It was too much, but simultaneously awesome.
Did it remind you of the movie with, like, James Franco and, like, This Is the End? Because it totally did.
Oh my God. You're totally selling this movie, Chris. I thought we were supposed to be raging about it. I want to see this movie now.
Because he said it was like, it's like ridiculous, but it's all, you're like, come on. But Charles was like, all right, I'm on board.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
so
just very funny.
Oh, and hello, Garrett. Good to see you, buddy.
Also, by the way, Mila Jovovich, like, is that her name? Jovovich, however you say her name. Jojovich.
I think it's
Jojovich.
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 We're like Jojovich.
Anyway, by the way, guys, if you're expecting great acting out of her, you're
Not happening.
Not happening. But I mean, if you've seen the Resident Evil movies, you know her level.
Oh yeah. Wait, that's
Like,
also
she does not go above and beyond. Let's just put it that way.
Fifth Element, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Multi-pass.
That is.
Yes.
That was multi-passing. No, it's a multi-pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So her acting has not gone up a notch or anything since those movies.
I mean,
So,
she's
yeah.
very pretty but what's interesting is she's very pretty and she loves nerdy stuff. She's just not.
I mean,
great.
First of all, like in the first 10 minutes of the movie, like her dialogue, I was like, oh, girl, like, is this gonna be a horrible movie? And then like, she's not in it for a lot of the movie. Then she comes back, and you're like, oh, okay, she's a little better now. Like, now that I've digested what this movie's about,
Yeah.
okay,
Interesting.
fine.
Interesting. So Eric, it was not the same actor who played Hellboy. That was sorry if you missed it at the beginning. We were discussing that.
Yeah.
And then Rod also asked, was the psychic aware she was in
A movie like
Deadpool?
No, probably not. She was cute, though. I really liked her. I didn't like, though, they had this weird thing with her where she was, like, discovering things that she could do as the movie went on, and you were like,
Like, I'd rather have a fully, like, this movie isn't about her. I'd
Right?
rather have a fully formed
I'm like,
character.
well, like, what's she been doing the first
Yeah, what
how
should I
many
do,
years
girl?
of her life, like, that she didn't know she could do this? Like, obviously, like, you know, there's room for interpretation there, but like I said, it felt like the script had gone through a lot of rewrites and was kind of a mess. Like,
Well,
that's
so
the
that's
only
what
problem.
everybody heard.
Yeah.
Everybody heard about that. Everybody heard about supposedly the lead actor, now I'm blanking on his name, that he had a big falling out
David
with
Harbour.
David Harbour had a big fight with the DP, and the DP, but then they're like, got fired, and they're like, oh no, that's not why he was fired. There was never any fighting. But there's somebody's like, guys, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
just.
I see that we're selling a lot of people on this movie.
I know, you're
even
selling me
though
on it.
I'm kind of like, it was alright. Like, literally, that's how I feel about it.
It's so funny, 'cause
but
there's-
I don't regret seeing it. It was a fun time. I don't think I wasted money by any means. Like, I was like, huh. Like, you guys go if you're curious about it, because honestly, I am telling you flat out, don't expect it to be like anything spectacular. This is not a Marvel movie. It's not the other Hellboys. It's just...
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave was just saying that you sold him on it because he was watching Black Summer and The Silence on Netflix, just going for all the horror movies, huh?
Yeah.
Just get him out the gate, or horror TV shows or whatever. I mean, it sounds like it's kind of up your alley from what Chris
Honestly,
described.
yeah,
It's so
like I
funny.
am literally telling you, like, don't expect too much.
But it's so funny because, like, I've literally seen people posting being like, "This is the worst movie I've ever
No.
seen."
There's
and all
been
that kind of stuff.
worse. Suicide Squad was worse.
The Spirit.
The Spirit was worse. Like, have you not seen those
I
movies,
know.
guys? Like, this
Whenever
is not
there's
that bad.
like whenever there's apologists for either of those two movies, I'm like, get the fuck out. Like, no, like, you literally cannot talk to me about anything you like anymore because you're wrong. You're wrong. Sorry.
It's true.
It's true.
Okay.
Let's see. Your nerd opinion matters on this flick. Thank you, George. I
Yes,
appreciate
I
that.
appreciate that.
But yeah, so I don't know. Now I don't know, guys. I mean, I thought we were walking into this to rage about the movie, and now I don't know. Now I might go see it.
Well, I think it had problems, guys. It did. But you know what? As long as you're aware of those problems, by all means,
Yeah.
go have fun.
All right.
And be prepared for really gross, gory scenes. A lot of gore. A lot.
And it's really interesting because none of the trailers showed that. Because that's, again,
Nope.
a problem that we seem to have a lot. I mean, I would think it'd be less now, but it almost seems just as bad with trailers, like, totally misdirecting people all the time. Of, like, this is a family fun. And I feel like it's, like, almost a testament to these editors and directors who are just like, how far can we take this footage to make it to be something else?
I think David Harbour saved the film. I honestly do. Him as Hellboy saved it. Like,
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm like, all the rest I could take or leave.
Rod is so funny. He's like, this is like Aquaman. Both movies are way better when you're high as hell.
It's probably accurate.
Yeah.
I was not high, though, so,
Yeah.
you know, take that for what it's worth.
Right. She was sober?
Yeah,
Did you
I
have
was
any drinks?
sober.
Oh, yeah, that's why you didn't like it.
Literally 10 minutes after I got home, I was sitting in a theater, so,
Oh, yeah. So Dave says when he's having a shitty day, he watches horror movies. Just to watch people who are worse day than me.
That's pretty
So
great.
today was...
Well, this
Honestly-
movie will definitely make you feel good because Hellboy is shit on a lot in this movie. Like, a lot. And he
Incredible.
and he gets tired of it. Let me tell you, he's just like, ugh, Like, it's pretty great. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he really does make it.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go see this movie now, guys. I don't know about you. Like,
Right. Yeah,
I
it
guess
was kind of a spur of the moment thing last night, so I'm kind of glad I did, though.
yeah,
I
because
yeah.
literally as soon as you posted about that, I was like, I wonder what you're gonna think.
Yeah.
Interesting. So the other news that dropped over this week was Disney Plus just waving its dick around and just like dropped all the craziness that it's gonna be like gonna have on it. And guys, this app is only gonna cost $6.99 a month.
Yeah.
Like,
When I read that this week, guys, okay, first of all, I've been anti-Disney, like, for a very long time. Like, as you know, if you've been watching this show on a regular basis, I'm like, man, Disney's the man. Okay,
yeah.
so...
Damn the man,
Yeah.
save the empire.
All right, I'm one of those people. But then all of a sudden they were like, oh, we're going to do a Loki series with Tom Hiddleston. And I was like...
I'm listening. We're gonna do
listening.
a Falcon and Hawkeye, which
Yeah.
that makes more sense than Hawkeye fighting the Avengers.
Also,
Like,
does anyone really care about Hawkeye?
there are some aggressive, like you just said that, but like
I
I know a
know.
few of my friends
I
are
know.
such aggressive Hawkeye
Clearly
fans, and
there
I get
are.
it.
Clearly
I get
there
it.
are.
But to me,
I
it
get
reminds
it.
me of like people who are huge Xander fans
Yep.
in Buffy. Like
Yep.
that's the
It's
because you
accurate.
you have that human person that you can actually like connect with. But like yeah, you shoot arrows, bro.
When I
Like
found
maybe
out-
sit this one out.
Literally, it was like $7 or whatever it is. I was like,
Yeah, I'm getting it. Because like I've
Guys,
obviously
it's
been
less
watching.
than Hulu. It's less than Netflix.
It's less than.
It's got better
CBS
stuff
Plus.
than CBS.
I know, it's literally because like honestly, Thursday is going to be the last episode of Discovery
And
second
that's when you
season.
stop your subscription. Right?
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop it. The same reason I stopped HBO as soon as
Yep.
Game of Thrones is off. Like, I'm sorry, like there's not enough to keep me going
Yep.
for
Nope.
$15 a month, $10 a month. I'm like, sorry, shit adds up. But Disney though, and they're taking everything
everything.
out
They got
of the
everything.
vault, and I'm sure most of our viewers are too young to know what that means. But like when we were
Yeah.
kids, that was a big deal when things got
True.
put in the vault because then you could never get it again. It was gone. And now everything from the vault is gonna be on. That's yeah.
Plus all the Fox stuff, like just everything.
Yeah, I forgot to show it to you before we started, but I don't know if you guys saw there was this great Simpsons little promo that they did for being on Disney Plus, and it's really funny because they kind of crack jokes about their Disney overlords, and it's funny and it was well played. Like whoa, trying to catch up on everybody. Hey Eric Davis, what's up? Oh, interesting little, like, I think that's a great way to describe it from what you said. Would you,
Hellboy.
yeah, for
Fantasy
Hellboy.
slasher hybrid movie, yes. Fantasy
All right.
slasher hybrid movie, absolutely.
Oh gosh. George says Disney is going to use this app to feed your subliminal messages. Probably.
They probably already been doing that. in
This
the
is going to be,
movies.
yeah, I mean, we're already living in They Live. I
Yeah.
feel like, put on this goddamn sunglasses.
Agent Carter. Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be
I would
Agent
agree.
Carter. That would be amazing.
Disney needs.
Aw, he's an option for editor girl. Thank you, Dave. So for those that don't know, our logo of Geek
know
Chic,
if you can
it's
see it.
yeah, she's all the way down there.
Yeah.
Our logo for Geek Chic is actually Chris. When she was editing full time, she was editor girl, and she's actually
In my past life.
a comic book hero named Editor Girl.
No, Dave knows that. Dave did,
Yeah.
Dave did an independent crossover that included her.
Aw.
So shout out to Dave.
Big Dave.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
and then
all of it. Yeah.
yeah, so Eric was bringing up the
Falcon,
Falcon and Winter
Winter
Soldier,
Soldier.
which I think that's a really good idea because like you can't really do their own movie, right? Because like that's the after we've already brought them into Avengers, it's kind of too late to go back and be like, let's just do a single movie for them. Like I feel like this is a good, and they're
Right.
like they're kind of at the same level of like badassery. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a good call. Yeah, basically, yeah. Garrett's
20th
right.
Century
It's
Fox,
all
yeah.
of all of their entire catalog. So yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna
Sure.
lie, because if you guys have been watching this channel for a while, we have been like, as she said, like Disney, like we're kind of scared of you, like owning ABC and now Fox and
all
the
like
world.
the live action stuff and
Yeah.
then yeah. Oh boy.
But
Yeah.
and we also have complained about like there's too many apps now. Like it was great back in the day when it was just like Netflix and Hulu and everything was on them. Everything. but now everybody's trying to make their own.
We got what we asked for, sort of, because I was like, I hate getting cable where I get all these extra channels that I don't want. I just want to be able to pick what channels. And all of a sudden, like, they all have their own apps now that I have to pay for, and I'm like, crap.
Now it's just as expensive.
I really did ask for that.
Yeah.
All right, so what superhero would you like to make Marvel?
Oh, well, Rogue still needs to be done right, period. That's my biggest Marvel movie that needs to be made. Like, even if it's just including Rogue, I don't care. But Rogue needs to be done right. She's my girl. She was my favorite. Like, she was my character growing up. Like, that was my like. So that would be for me. Is there anybody like either that hasn't been done for Marvel or like?
I would just be happy if they just took Halle Berry out of everything.
Accurate. Not Storm.
Like,
no.
Please, like, she ruined Storm.
No.
She's gonna ruin John Wick.
I'll never forget when I finally got like the extended all the stuff for the X-Men movies, and a lot of the deleted scenes are just because Halle Berry tried to do an African accent.
Oh my god.
And it's so bad, they're like, nope. And I felt so bad for the other actors because like there was an amazing like little Kitty Pryde scene in there, like a few others, and like, nope, deleted, out.
Yeah. Storm, yes. See, yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Thank you, Rod. I agree with you, and I feel like Angela Bassett should have been Storm, but I don't know why she wasn't.
That's the one that I always name. And I'm like,
Yep.
I want her.
She should have been it.
Like,
you needed someone who had a presence, who was like regal, not like wimpy little Halle Berry who keeps trying to do action movies, but like it's too tiny.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hey.
Hi. So speaking of Disney owning everything, Star Wars.
All right, yeah, let's get into this.
Let's get into Star Wars. I was so excited when I realized that they were going to live stream the panel yesterday on YouTube. So I was able to just put it up on my big screen and like work and like be ready for when they dropped it. I did not have time to like do my makeup or hair. I didn't care. I was so excited. And it was just, there were so many good, if you guys didn't watch the live stream panel, please go back and watch it. There's so much magic that happened there, and also hilarity. We got introduced to a new little droid that's BB-8's little buddy named Dio. And the first thing that I said, because like I was laughing because I started recording like as soon as the full cast was out because I was nervous about like fumbling to try to like get it started for the trailer reaction. And so I realized that I just talk. Like, this is from living alone for like 4 years. I just talk and like I'm just like bah, 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 the whole time. And like as soon as I saw Dio, I was like, oh, it's like a candy corn on a wheel, because that's literally what it looks like. It's a little sideways candy corn on a wheel, and he's really cute. He's like, it's amazing.
Well,
There's
I'm up for that. I love me a candy corn.
Yeah, right?
Cue everybody in an uproar.
Like, we've had this discussion so many times, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Side note.
Okay. Anyway.
But,
anyway, I'm going to go ahead on record and say that I was underwhelmed by that Star Wars trailer.
And that's the thing that's interesting, because like when you go back and rewatch it, so for me, it was just the hype. It's the hype of watching all of them together and talking, right? Because you see, shoot, what's her name that plays Rose? Kelly.
Oh yeah.
Tran. Is that right?
Yeah, that's her.
There was such an amazing moment, because obviously you guys know that she was attacked so aggressively on social media that she actually shut down most of her social media accounts because of people being super sexist, super racist about her being in the movie. And when she came on and like she was introduced, the crowd went so wild that like she's brought to tears. I was brought to tears. Like everybody just like bam, 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 went crazy. And I love J.J. Abrams because he did a dig/compliment. He gave her a compliment while giving a dig to Rian Johnson, where he was just like, the best thing Rian Johnson ever did was cast her, is what he said. And I was like, that's so well played on so many levels.
That has nothing to do with the trailer, though.
No, but I'm saying it, to have, on my first viewing, I was so much more excited because there was like,
you saw that.
Yeah, because like and like having them talk about it, and this new character who she hinted, or there's hints that she's actually Lando's daughter, and Lando being there, and like it got you.
Like when I watched it, I was pretty excited about seeing Lando, and I was pretty excited about like Leia, like, you know, hugging, like all that stuff. Like but it wasn't like when I watched it, like, I don't know, your reaction was like literally 10 times greater than mine. I had zero reactions except like, oh, aw, Like, literally, like, those are my two reactions. And I was like, why is everybody going nuts about this? Like, literally, it told us nothing. It just showed a bunch of scenes.
Well, it did and it didn't. So, like, but I mean, it's the perfect teaser trailer, right? Where it's just like all, and like the thing where she was like, you guys watched my reaction.
That was
I literally
cool.
got in her position. I'm like, yeah, get it, girl.
That was really cool. I actually really did like her flipping up. Like that was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
There's also amazing memes that have already started up with it because there's the, you know, from Solo, he does a quote like, the only way you'll get, the Millennium Falcon back is over my dead body. And then it just shows Lando laughing in the Millennium Falcon. So dark. But so dark.
That is
funny.
pretty great, though.
Yeah. And there's just, I mean.
Yeah, by the way, Star Wars fans are the worst, guys. They're like the most toxic group. Like,
I would disagree because anime fans could be a lot more toxic.
Okay.
As much as, again, I do love you both so much. I love anime and I love Star Wars so much, and there's so many good fans in there. But I feel like those are the two groupings that it's the easiest for people like, oh, this is cool now, I'm gonna come in and just be an asshole. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna be a toxic dick this whole time. Like, that's what I feel like when it comes to these toxic like fans that just kind of come in and ruin stuff. Because when the people that were actually at the Star Wars celebration, they loved Kelly Tran. They love her. You know what I mean? Like, versus all these like assholes behind like keyboards.
The vocal ones, unfortunately, because people who don't feel one way or the other, or they like it, are less likely to go online than the people who hate it. Because people who hate it have something to say and they want to get it out. Whereas people who like her, like, that was great, and they just go on with their day.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you know. So,
Okay, we were so behind on.
So right here, like, we're all the way down at the bottom here. Like, yep, Star Wars fans are the worst. Happy that Kelly Marie Tran is loved by... Yes, me too. Yes. What is with the caps? Can I ask? Are you yelling at us?
No. He's not a originally English speaker, I believe.
Oh.
So, yes. Thank you, Eric. We appreciate your enthusiasms. Enthusiasm. He's like, what's happening?
Oh, you could turn off your caps. Even if you don't speak English.
Well, no, I think it's just a whole... He's just very excited. Just let him be excited. We're excited. We're excited.
He's yelling at us, Ruthann!
Now you're yelling! Now we're all yelling! But the other... Okay, so we're having so much fun with this trailer reaction video that I posted. Mainly, it's a mess. Like, I literally posted it as soon as I could, and I didn't, like, the sound... After listening to it again, the sound's all off. But I cut it off right before the actual Palpatine actor came out and was like, oh, obviously that's Palpatine. But I don't know if you guys know, like, I have these shitty little speakers, so I couldn't, and there's also with the live stream, the sound kept coming in and out, even with the trailer, and I was like, is that Snoke? And then I cut the reaction trailer, because there's a running theme that I always say something that pisses off all the nerds.
It was me, though.
So
I did it for the first Avengers one.
That's right.
Where I was
what's
like,
that blonde hair? Yeah, what's with the blonde?
What's with the blonde hair?
And
oh,
like,
my God, did I get trashed?
Oh my God, we all got trashed, and it was so funny because like it's like, guys, settle down.
Like, does nobody read the comments before they post?
Well, I think
it's just
that
repetitive all the way down.
But
it's
also like you guys want a reaction that's very real and very like it's the first thing you see, and like if it's the first moment you see something, you say something, then like obviously as soon as we stopped it, we're like, oh yeah, it's probably because she's in disguise. Whatever, post it.
If you go to the YouTube like comments under Ruth-Ann's like reaction for this,
Palpatine, idiot,
Palpatine,
oh, idiot, Palpatine.
Every single person is correcting her, and it's hilarious.
Because after the first one, I was like, well, yeah, obviously it's Palpatine. I didn't hear it, and as soon as it came out, I was just hoping it was Snoke because his death was. I'm gonna admit it. When you said that I thought it was Snoke, I yelled at my computer, what? A few people have said that to me. It was like, I was like, literally, I've gotten people to be like, I was so disappointed in you. And I was like, wow.
Nerd card revoked.
I was like, what? Wow. And the other thing is that I don't watch, so one of the reasons that a lot of people were already ready for Palpatine come back, I admit, I guess I'm a bad fan because I don't watch all the cartoons of Star Wars and the and all the CGI ones because he's actually come back on those shows, the actual actor doing the voice of Palpatine. So like
I'm not up on that either.
I'm sorry. There's only so much anime and Star Wars that I can watch at the same time.
And by anime isn't Star Wars, she means anime.
I mean anime. That's what I mean. I'm like, if I'm gonna choose cartoons, where am I gonna go? anime. But again, I've heard those shows are amazing. I'm not digging on those shows at all. I'm just saying you guys had a little bit more, and also you've been hearing his voice a little bit more than I have in the last, like, 5 years.
It's true.
To be fair. So, but it's still just funny, and that's the reason I left it, is because we always have, what was the other one? Oh, it was because we were watching it on my computer screen that doesn't do color well, and it was for one of the first Avengers Endgame trailers, where it just showed the big hand going through the grass, and I saw it as green, so I was like, Hulk?
Yes.
And everybody lost their minds! It was amazing. Look, it's Thanos, you whore, like, just, like, lost their minds on me. I'm like, gee, okay, this is now getting funny. Like, I think we're just gonna keep doing this.
I remember that now.
Yeah, like, I think we're just gonna keep doing this to, like, just
We should
mess
do
with people.
a whole entire true reaction where we get every single
Yes.
thing wrong.
Oh, because that reminds me of me and my buddy. We used to,
Like
Anton.
when Spider-Man comes across, being like, is that Venom?
No, like, oh, Deadpool's in this movie?
I didn't know that.
So funny enough, me and my buddy used to play this game. Anton started it, to be fair, because it was, how it started was because there was a Deadpool cosplayer that was just bugging him and bugging him and bugging him and bugging him and just being an asshole. And he's like, yeah, whatever, sweet Spider-Man cosplay, bro. Like, and so it became this thing that we would look around and whatever cosplay we saw, we would get it so wrong. Like, get it from a totally different universe, a totally different, like...
That's probably not going to go well for us if we do
No,
that.
I know. It'll be funny for us
Yeah,
only.
for us it
like,
would be.
that'll be
and
it.
then after getting, like, trashed for a little bit, I feel like we'd get over it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, that's
Anyway.
why I was starting to get, like, kind of snarky on our comments. I'm just like, guys,
know.
like, watch our show and then you'll understand the jokes that we're making.
Okay, well,
Um,
okay, so we've been on for half an hour. Let's talk about tonight.
Oh, right, yes.
Okay.
So, I agree with it, what everybody just said. Sorry, I'm, like, reading it really,
True.
really... Because like I got really excited about the Palpatine. I got excited hearing Luke's voice again. I got excited with all the stuff in the trailer. Like there's a lot. We're super stoked. But guys, you know what's also starting this weekend? Guys, you know what's also starting this weekend? Game of Thrones. That's
Yes,
right.
Tomorrow, guys.
Yes, tomorrow's Game of Thrones.
So-
We've decided to do a new show called Game of Theories.
Yes.
Ba, 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 ba. So usually what we'll do is every Monday we're going to post a pre-recorded thing of after we've watched it together, we're going to discuss the episode and then discuss our
And
theories,
pose our
for,
theories
the next one.
episode.
Now,
Yes.
to get things started tonight, we're going to do another live stream, guys.
Yes.
We're going to do another live
A
stream.
launch of Game of Theories.
Yes.
With special guest Rob Savage.
Whoop, whoop.
Yay.
So our buddy Rob is so good at predicting stuff. I'm actually nervous that he's gonna spoil things for me. Like this is
Which
how
is
much.
impossible because none of us have seen anything.
No, he knows nothing. He knows nothing, Jon Snow. But guys, I'm so excited.
But he's
for
been
this to
really
start.
accurate. He's been
Yes.
super accurate. He played Jon Snow for Halloween.
Yes.
And he was accurate with his dragon choice and his costume. Everything, guys.
Because he's like, I knew it was gonna be the green dragon that he
Yes.
got. I knew it.
So,
Like, all right.
yes, we are going to have him on the show tonight at 7-ish.
7 p.m. PT.
Yes.
It depends on how quickly he can get pretty, Rob.
Yes.
So we're gonna aim for 7 PST tonight. We're gonna
Yes.
do a live stream to discuss everything Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Just to be in preparation for tomorrow. Oh my God, it's tomorrow. Guys,
And you
it's
guys,
tomorrow.
we are loaded up. We got Game of Thrones wine, we have Game of Thrones beer, and we have Game of Thrones whiskey.
And we
and
also
Game
have
of Thrones glasses.
That's right. Don't frick around over here. We love our Game of Thrones. So excited.
Yes.
There's so many like literally like getting all flustered. Like it's just
All right, so join us tonight because
Yes.
it's going to be amazing. It's going to be super fun, and then join us on Mondays.
Yes. So we'll always.
Pre-recorded.
So yeah, we're gonna do pre-recorded because we don't want to spoil
Don't wanna
stuff.
spoil anything, yes.
We want to try to be a little better about that because we are
Yes.
terrible at that. But let me just. Oh, that's right. So Rod, we couldn't find the GOT Oreos. We tried. There was no.
God, really? There's
Yeah,
different ones?
yeah. I tried to find them for you. I swear.
Okay.
But I could not. I could
It's
not
not
get
the
them.
Johnny White Walker, by the way. We have. Ooh, well, you're just gonna have to tune in and find out.
Yes, I did for Christmas get her the Stark Lagavulin, I believe. Yes. It was
Like fancy.
like real fancy. Yeah.
So we're gonna be doing that. All right.
All right.
So
Love you all. Hopefully we'll see you tonight. If not, we'll see you well, you'll see us on Monday. But either way, we're going to see you soon. Love you all. Keep on raging.
yep. See you next week.
All right. Bye.
Excuse my hand.